right, let's hit the field.
All right.
Just wanted to talk, that's all.
It is September baseball, September 1st, and the Yankees were taking on the Cardinals in the rubber game of a 3-game set. Anthony Rizzo back from the injured list. My recap, your reactions coming up next. This is Pinstripe Territory.
Welcome to the New York City.
Pinstripe Territory.
Just when they thought I was out, they pull me back in.
Yikes. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. Way to go, Yankees. Way to ruin our Labor Day weekend by losing 2 out of 3 to the Cardinals. I think Mike Francesa summed it up pretty well. He had a very simple tweet that just says, nice job by the Yankee bullpen. Yep, kind of sums it up. 7 unanswered runs for the Cardinals from the 7th inning onward. Jordan Walker, the rookie who came in hitting like 140, had 5 hits against Yankees pitching today. Brendan Donovan had a big day. Paul Goldschmidt was raking. Mason Wynn had a good day. Yankees actually rallied from down 7-2 to tie this game at 7-7, and you thought, well, maybe they got that dog in them today. But then, utter collapse. A waste of solid days from Jazz Chisholm and Alex Verdugo. A nice return to the lineup from Anthony Rizzo, but the pitching was terrible. And the defense offered zero help. And we find ourselves with back-to-back series losses to the Nationals and Cardinals. Tough day in right field for Juan Soto. I think he could benefit from playing a little bit deeper. If you look at the balls that he has trouble with, it's always balls that are, where he has to drift backwards. If he played a little bit deeper, I think he might get to some of those. Judge had another tough day offensively, tough series, tough back-to-back series. He has gone from red hot to ice cold. And another embarrassing loss by the Yankees in front of a big crowd Labor Day weekend. Not what you want. Nestor Cortes, not good today. But I'm not going to single him out. This is the section of the podcast where I usually just talk about the starting pitcher. But the pitching in general today was awful. They didn't get any help from the defense for sure, but they also weren't missing many bats. 20 hits allowed by Yankees pitchers. Cortez, Efros, Mesa, Cousins, and Canely. The first 5 pitchers that the Yankees used combined for 2 strikeouts. That is not a recipe for winning baseball. Nestor Cortes had put together some really good starts recently, but he came back down to earth today. Was he a victim of the weather? Maybe. Some people will say that he was. His defense didn't help him, but it's hard to write 9 hits off on the defense or the weather. He was done after 4 innings. I also wanted to talk a little bit about Scott Efros because we mentioned him on the show yesterday as one of the guys who might be called up. He was, and he got absolutely shelled. Jordan Walker took him deep for a 422-foot home run. He went 2/3 of an inning. He got 3 hits off of him, or he allowed 3 hits. 2 runs, not what you want. Cousins was awful today. Canely was awful today. Everything the Yankees threw out there was getting hit hard. Phil Bickford made an error on a bunt, threw it down the right field line. Just a totally awful day for the Yankees. We did get the return of Anthony Rizzo. And I thought he swung the bat pretty well today. He made a nice defensive play in the 2nd inning. It was a bunt, and he nailed the runner going to third base, the lead runner. He also roped an opposite field double in the 5th inning and scored Jazz Chisholm from first base. And Chisholm was motoring, baby. Chisholm was picking him up and putting him down. That guy is smoke on the base paths. Had another base hit in the 6th inning, so nice piece of hitting. He looked good. Maybe having the summer off was a nice breather for him because he needed to reset. Before he went on the IL, he was in a hellacious slump. He was hitting under 200 for 31 games. But today he looked on time, and he looked balanced at the plate. He looked locked in, and that's what you want to see. If he can even have, as Paul O'Neill said, his average September, it'll be a huge upgrade for the Yankees. We'll see. He's got a short leash in my book. I want to see that he's consistently on time. But I just want somebody to hit over there. If it's Rizzo, great. If it's Cabrera, fantastic. It won't be Rice. He got sent down. Probably won't be DJ. He's not going to be getting much playing time going forward. I want to talk a little bit about the universal uproar about Jason Dominguez being left off of the roster. It's rare that fans, writers, broadcasters, and probably the vendors, probably the parking attendants, all agree on the same thing. And that is that the Yankees made the wrong decision this morning. Bryan Hoch, friend of the show, been on a few times, put out a tweet that I think sums it up pretty well. He said, the Yankees talk a lot about being, quote, championship caliber, or having a championship caliber roster. Every day that goes by with Jason Dominguez in the minor leagues, they don't have their best 28 players in the big leagues. Absolutely correct. The unsinkable John Heyman chimed in as well. Yankees promote a pinch runner type rather than the Martian, who is untouchable in trade talks and a bona fide power threat. Hard to understand this one. That's his tweet. Absolutely correct. Near universal agreement among fans and writers and people who follow the team that Jason Dominguez should be on this roster. He's been hitting .383 over his last 14 games. He is red hot right now, and we saw what he did last year when he got called up. 1 year ago today, he took Justin Verlander deep in his major league debut on his first swing. Kid has ice in his veins. And there was a couple situations today where we could have used a switch-hitting power threat. I realize that the kid came up for one game against the probable Cy Young Award winner Tariq Skubal, did not have a good day. Also didn't have a good night in the field that night. Everybody has a bad day once in a while. You got to look at the larger picture. You can't hold him down because of one bad day. The Yankees are clearly trying to manipulate his service time. It can't be his performance. We know what the performance has been in the minor leagues. He's been tearing it up. .313 on the year with an .870 OPS. And the Yankees continue to run Alex Verdugo out there, despite hitting .202 over his last 65 games. Now, he did have a couple of hits today. I'll give him that. He responded well. But I'm strongly considering starting a GoFundMe to raise $8 billion to buy the New York Yankees so that we can finally have some decisions that make sense around here. The Yankees proved today that they care more about obscure rookie eligibility rules and service time than they do about winning right now. You're in the middle of a pennant race. You got a left fielder who's basically been trash, doesn't have much power. You've got the potential to inject one of the better young prospects in the game and energize the stadium and energize the lineup, a guy who's been red hot. And you pass on it for a possible pinch runner. How'd that pinch running work down 7 today? Got to have some more offense. And I'm not blaming this one on Verdugo. He had a decent day. But over the course of the next month, there's no question, as Bryan Hoch said, Dominguez is a better player. Better player. If you think this won't come back to hurt the Yankees when eventually he becomes a free agent, probably as a multi-time all-star, you're kidding yourselves. Why would you want to be with an organization that's screwed with your service time? Ask Chris Bryant about that. Players don't forget that kind of treatment. If Brian Cashman had the cojones, he would put Verdugo on the Phantom IL or just, DFA Grisham and make Verdugo your fourth outfielder and call up Jason Dominguez and let him play. That's the way you got to do it.
I am losing my mind. Ask any Yankees fan on the face of the earth right now, would you rather have the World Series or the Rookie of the Year next year?
Nick sums it up well. Lost by a touchdown today. Quick ad read for Anytime Fitness and then back with the breakdown of the game. The summer gets super busy, and getting back on a good fall workout routine needs to be easy for me. With Anytime Fitness being available anytime, anywhere, they make it easy to work on getting stronger and more confident, all within my schedule. It's got to be easy to make that routine happen, and that's why I love Anytime Fitness. With access to 5,000 plus well-equipped gyms open 24/7, this is not your average gym experience. They also provide personalized coaching support, offering the best training, nutrition, and recovery guidance. This includes the Anytime Fitness app, which generates personalized workout plans or workouts programmed by your coach and tracks your daily progress. Get after it. To claim your free Anytime Fitness trial pass, visit anytimefitness.com and get yours today. We've also put that link in the description, so check it out for more information and claim that free trial pass at anytimefitness.com.
All right, let's go. Let's get it going.
YouTube commenter with the super chat. He says that Ricky Ricardo said on the audio broadcast that the Yankees didn't call up the Martian because they wanted to show confidence in Verdugo. WTF. If that's true, I don't think that's the reason. I think that it's pure service time manipulation. But if that's true, that's dumb because they've had 5 months to show Verdugo confidence. And he got 2 hits today. I'm not holding this on Verdugo. But, you know, you had to prove you're a better player by now. You got to be hitting better than 230 or whatever. Cards jumped out to an early lead. Top of the second, there was a fly ball to right field that Soto didn't get a good read on. It hit the right field wall. Definitely catchable, I thought. Runner came in to score on a base hit by Jordan Walker, who had a 5-hit day. Just a really good day by Walker. Nice play by Anthony Rizzo on an attempted sac bunt to nail the lead runner at third base. Yankees got on the board in the bottom half. Giancarlo Stanton heating up.
Giancarlo Stanton rips one out.
Nice Stantonian.
Bowling.
Giancarlo Stanton hits it out.
Solo shot for Giancarlo. Number 24 in the year. 112 mile an hour exit velocity, just an absolute rope. And then Jazz Chisholm manufactured a run by himself. Again, I can't sing this guy's praises enough. He's been fantastic. He smoked a ground rule double to right field. His swing is absolutely built for Yankee Stadium, by the way. And then he took off for third base. Pitcher wasn't paying attention. Pitcher threw the ball away. He was able to score, using his legs a lot today. Nice play by Gleyber Torres to make a backhand stab on a line drive up the middle with a runner in scoring position to end the top of the third. Good to see him turning up the defense a little bit. Top 4, skies opened up. I thought they might put the tarp on, but they played through it. Conditions got rough. There was a play at short that Volpe usually makes, and I think he got screwed a little bit by the rain there because it kind of skipped up on him. There was a pop fly down the left field line that Verdugo couldn't get to, kind of misplayed. It was a 2-run home run, and before you knew it, it was 5-2. 2-run home run off of F. Ross in the 5th made it 7-2. F. Ross looked like ass. F. Rass. Yankees rallied in the bottom half. Another base hit for Chisholm. He scored all the way from first on the double by Rizzo. That made it 7-3, and then Verdugo smoked a single to make it 7-4. Torres singled through the 5.5 hole, made it 7-5, and you thought for a moment, hey, Yanks could come back and win this thing. Bottom 6, Yankees got right back after it. Base hits by Rizzo and Volpe, and then Torres tied it up with a sac fly, 7-7, but from there on out, all Cardinals. Top 7, they got 5 runs. Terrible defense, terrible pitching, Murphy's Law kind of inning. Pretty much anything that could go wrong did go wrong. Bottom 7, Stanton smoked another line drive double that burnt the center fielder. So he's really heating up and starting to really do some damage. Cardinals hung on to win 14-7.
Mission failed. We'll get him next time.
You get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
If you ain't first, you're last.
So, tough day for the Yanks. Somebody said the stream froze. I hope not. We are having a bad storm here where I'm at, so hopefully the internet's not glitching out. But Yankees lose by a touchdown. By the way, I know a lot of you have asked about this. I'm starting a football podcast with my buddy who's a big, big football fan. We're going to cover the Giants and the Jets. We're going to launch it this Thursday, so tune in for that. I'll reveal the name later this week. But my co-host, he's like a super football nut, knows everything about the game. I'm more there to produce and ask the questions and, get back into football again. I'm not going to take sides because we're going to cover both the Giants and the Jets. But, and I because I'm not a huge football fan, I think I can be a little bit objective from what I see. But anyway, should be fun. We're going to launch that soon, so tune in for that. Again, tough day for the Yankees, tough day for the Yankees pitching, and the top seed in the AL race is getting mighty tight, says Mr. Pan Tostado. Yeah, it's not looking good right now. Alex says cover the Falcons. We're going to talk a lot of football. We're going to focus on the two New York teams, but we're going to talk about the rest of the league too. That's kind of built into the cake there. Because there will be weeks when only one of them has a game or whatever. So I think we're going to shoot for doing Tuesday and Thursday episodes, maybe Monday and Thursday, depending. I know that I believe the Jets play Monday night, so we want to cover that right away. So I think we're planning on starting on Tuesday. We might switch to Monday later on. But anyway, more details on that. It'll look and feel a lot like Pinstripe Territory, and it'll be more focused on football for sure. But all right, ladies and gents, let's get to some final comments from you guys. Ricardo Flores says, even the Martian couldn't help them today. I don't know, maybe he catches that ball in left field that Verdugo couldn't run down. My sweetheart the drunk says, Giants, Jets, and Yankees, glutton for punishment. Yeah, kinda. But football, it's one of those things I grew up watching. I was a huge Dolphins fan. My dad was a big Raiders fan. My mom liked the Bears. My brother liked the Seahawks. Another brother who liked the Steelers. So I had exposure to a lot of different teams. And I mostly rooted for the Dolphins because I liked Dan Marino. But in recent years, I found myself watching the Giants more than any other team. But I also watch, the Chiefs a little bit because, Mahomes, I like to see the best players at the top of their game. And then, the Jets obviously going to be very interesting this year with Aaron Rodgers coming back. So we're looking forward to, kind of seeing how you guys like a football podcast. And, keep that on your radar, and we'll talk about all that as we move forward. Let's wrap it up here. Frank Potocini says, Cashman has lied to our fans. Well, that's nothing unusual. Yankees always feeding us a lot of garbage. D's channel, not a fan of ads, but hey, it's. I wouldn't ask you to work for free. You shouldn't ask me to work for free, right? D's channel says, who's the next team we're facing? We are facing the Rangers. We're going to play the defending world champs tomorrow. Their offense has been in the toilet for a couple of months. Mike Smith says, just the Martians' presence in the lineup would have helped. Have to say that I absolutely agree.
I wholeheartedly agree.
And then Ryan Brighton says, New York sports are cursed. I hope not, man. But at least it makes for a good way to spend the weekend. YouTube commenter says, Jets are always interesting. Never in a good way, though. Hey, that's all we're going for is the stuff that's interesting. Logan AI says that the Yankees are exactly 500 since June 1st, 39-39. That's a stat that I did not know. They had a really bad summer, a really bad June especially. I know that they were at 19-11 over their previous 30 going into yesterday. So obviously now 19-13. So they've turned it around a little bit. And look, the offense did put up 7 runs today. It was just the pitching. You got to get better pitching than that. So referee thinks that the Yankees will lose 2 out of 3 in Texas this week. Watch it play out. Unfortunately, I wouldn't be surprised the way they've been playing ball. So, anyway. Discus Dan says, Yankees offense in the toilet for months. Yankees will get them back on track.
You're a smart motherfucker. That's right.
Alex says the Yankees are 100% going to play down to Texas. Let's hope not. I'm still going to tune in. I'm still going to watch, and I'm still going to root for them. It's just days like today that are very difficult. But all right, ladies and gentlemen, a reminder to like and subscribe, all that good stuff. Follow on all your favorite podcast platforms. We got up into like the 25 range ranking last week sometime. So yeah, it's pretty cool. But yeah, go ahead and follow on all your favorite podcast platforms. It helps grow the channel for real. It helps this thing that we're trying to create here get bigger and bigger. And we're not slowing down at any point. We're going to keep growing, keep getting bigger. So might as well be a part of it, right? All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'll see you next time.
Ball game over.
If you enjoyed this video, please drop a like and give us a subscribe. It helps other Yankees fans find the channel. We're also on all your favorite podcast platforms and social media. Join the community, have some fun. We're here after every game. This is Pinstripe Territory.